Thousands of resident doctors across England walked out today in the latest strike in their long-running dispute with the government. The 6-day stoppage over jobs and pay began after talks with their union, the British Medical Association, broke down. Here's our correspondent, Rachel Younger.
From St Thomas's in the capital to Addenbrooke's in the east, they are swapping wards for picket lines.
Doctors need jobs!
England's resident doctors striking in Manchester and across the Midlands.
What do we want?
Pay restoration!
With disruption inevitable.
When do we want it?
Now!
There's also the MRI scan.
Charlie needs urgent surgery on his spine, but after months of waiting, his consultation has just been rescheduled for 4 months' time.
I can see the operation in sight, and now that goalpost has been moved.
His mum can't be sure strikes are to blame, but thinks they're a factor.
We all want a decent wage. Half of me agrees with it. The other half is I can see my son in pain every day, and that's what I can't cope with that.
But those on strike say they're trying to help, not harm their patients.
I've been working at St George's, for example, in the cardiothoracic theatres for the last 3 months. I cancel patients every day. Every day for the last 3 months, we've had at least one cancellation. I can guarantee you every single weekday of the week. And that's not because we're on strike. That's because we don't have enough doctors.
This is the 15th resident doctors' strike in 3 years. The government had offered them 1,000 extra specialised training places, but withdrew them after the British Medical Association turned down a 4.9% pay deal, wanting full pay restoration to 2008 levels, arguing that after inflation, resident doctors are paid a fifth less than they were then. And while the latest poll suggests public support for industrial action is now below 50%, the BMA blames a lack of understanding.
When we speak to patients who have been sat in A&E for 12 hours, and there were 54,000 of them in February, and we explain to them that we are turning away tens of thousands of resident doctors, fully qualified doctors, from jobs in the NHS, they understand.
Isn't the reality that 15 bouts of strike action over the last 4 years has contributed to that?
So even in months without industrial action, the NHS is not working on a normal day.
But if our hospitals are struggling, the negotiations themselves now seem to be flatlining.
I think it is completely unreasonable for the BMA to have taken their members out on strike again this week, causing untold disruption, £300 million in cost to the NHS.
But for patients like Charlie, still stuck on waiting lists, the impact of this stalemate goes far beyond that. Rachel Younger, ITV News.